And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, Tom Vasel here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Exit the Game. Now there are three of these. This is Exit the Game, the Secret Lab. We have Exit the Game, the Abandoned Cabin, and Exit the Game, the Pharaoh's Tomb. In each of these, you are locked in the Pharaoh's Tomb and the Secret Lab or the Abandoned Cabin, and you are trying to get out. These are escape room games from Cosmos, and I'm talking about all three of them together because here's the deal. I can't really show you a lot of what is in these games. I'll show you a little bit, but I'm not going to spoil anything for you here. And they're one and done games. You have to fold, cut, or mutilate possibly parts of the game to get through it because there are puzzles involved that will have you do that. The game comes with a rule set. It will, on the back, who's the people who went through this, on the date that they went through it, how long, which puzzle you thought was the hardest, etc., which, you know, we didn't fill out for spoiler purposes. But the rules tell you how to play the game and go through it. The game is also going to come with, see if I can show this to you without, it's going to come with some folded up paper that's inside it. That's going to have different things that you may have to cut, draw, whatever on that paper. And then it comes with this wheel. Now the wheel I can show you. Okay, each wheel is going to be slightly different. Some wheels have numbers, some wheels have symbols on them, and you at certain points are going to be doing a certain puzzle. So I might be doing the diamond puzzle. And so I think the solution to the diamond puzzle is green, yellow, blue. Let's say that's what I think it is. I then look up card 16, and card 16 will tell me if I got that correct or not. There is a whole pile of cards that come with this game. And there are cards that, for example, have number on them. And when you look at a card and you find the answer, you will flip that specific answer card over. That answer card might say X, which means no, too bad. But that answer card might also show you something like this. Now this is kind of a weird thing, but it works really well for this game. When it shows you this, you will then say, oh, okay, I was doing the puzzle that involved, for example, on this one, the flowers. Well, that says then look at card 7. I then turn over card 7, and card 7 might say error, or it might say, congratulations, turn over these next cards. And you'll find some more cards because you're going through and finding more of these riddle cards, which will give you hints, clues, different things that you have to do. There is also another pile of cards here for each puzzle. So if you're doing the square puzzle, for example, there's a hint card that you can look at. There's also a second hint card that you can look at. And then finally, there's a solution if you can't figure out a puzzle. So you'll never get too stuck. However, at the end of the game, your final score will be determined by however many hint cards you've used. And in all of these games, I've used a couple hint cards in each one. I was not smart enough to get through all of them. Each of these three puzzles has a very distinct, different feel to them. The Secret Lab probably has the most interesting interactive puzzles, I think. If I was going to recommend people play one first, this is the one I would recommend. The Pharaoh's Tomb is easily, in my opinion, the hardest of the three. I don't know if they have difficulties on here on like how difficult they are, but this is the hardest one. However, I will say that the Abandoned Cabin and the Pharaoh's Tomb, more the Abandoned Cabin than any of the other ones, had two moments in where I was like, what an amazingly awesome solution to this problem. You got to use everything you can think of. There were surprises in the Abandoned Cabin especially, which really, this one was my favorite because of there was two puzzles in here. The solutions to them were like, there was also a puzzle in Pharaoh's Tomb that had that similar feel to it, which I liked. However, at the same time, even though this didn't necessarily have those big surprises that the other one did, this one had a lot of fun puzzles. There's numbers, and there's matching, and there's covering things up, and there's crossing things out, and there's connecting dots, and there's all sorts of, there's a little bit of mathy puzzles. Nothing I think that is awfully difficult. And with a group, I played these I haven't played one by myself yet, because it's fun to play this stuff as a group, but I played one with the maximum number of players, but I've also played one with 4 players. My family has played 2 of them with me, and the other one I played with a group of gamers, and I had a good experience both times with them. Yeah, they're one and done things. But you know what? For the money that you pay for this, it's an amazingly great experience. It's definitely cheaper than an escape room. I like these a lot. I like that booklet that you open up. It's not very thick, but that and the cards becomes a ton of game. And it always seems like there's something for everyone to be working on at any given point. And then you discover something new. You put one person in charge of the wheel to give the different solutions. You're timing yourself. I mean, you pretty much have as much time as you want, but the faster you get it done, the better your score will be. Very highly recommend it, these games. I really enjoyed all three of them. Probably in a few weeks, I'll do a spoiler-filled review of each one and talk a little bit about the puzzles and where I got stuck. But I think I just want to put these out there for now just to tell you guys, if you've not played these and you like escape room type stuff, you definitely want to try these out. These are fantastic. Dice Tower Judgment, excellent, escaped!
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!
Yeah?